Well, welcome to the DPK show, series 2, episode 6. Episode 6 already, halfway through the series. Living knackers. Don't forget, during December there will be no DPK show because I want to concentrate on the vlogmases. And I know I've got the tree up, but you'll see all that in the vlogmas. I know it's only November, and the way my mind has been recently, I needed someone to cheer me up, and I thought, well, that's the only way to cheer me up really. And I've got a few decorations up, but that's going to change. I just needed that boost of motivation, that was all. So you'll see that me putting that up on the vlogmas and everything else, so that's something to look forward to, isn't it? It's only a small tree, but I might buy another one before then, before Christmas, so I don't know. It's in the works. So today I want to TV review. Will be, not a lot of people might want to watch this, so you can always time skip past this if you want to. The time will be in the description below where you can skip past it. If you've got a PC and laptop, you can click on the blue colour number, or a tablet or phone, you can always skip that time. So I'm going to talk about the week it's been in Eastenders. Yes, I've been an Eastenders fan since 1985, blah blah blah. I've seen Ian Bill grow up into what it is now, and I've seen all the other people, you know. But they're digging up the past now. I mean, Wilmot Brown's in it, causing Kathy and Phil Mitchell some hassle, and you've got Max Brannan with his crafted plan to buy for the company to buy all the property in Eastenders and build it and rebuild it into something completely different, you know, take over the world. And then you've got Tasman Althwaite coming back into it, and some other people coming back into it. It's all mad. It's all gone mad. But you got a lot. I love it. It's brilliant. You know, when you grow up with these characters, you just want to carry on watching. I suppose it's like watching a YouTuber, isn't it? It's you get to know, but even though Eastenders is just a TV series, not real, but YouTubers, well, claim to be real. You know, I'm real, but most of them are. Some most of them are not. So there's a bit of a difference. If this was Eastenders, it'll be a better set. It'll be murders and killings and plots and drama and heartache and whatever. But no, it's just me sitting here in front of a camera. That's the way it is. It's like you only see a few minutes of my life, but you know, a week or a day, I don't know. So anyway, yeah. So this Christmas is supposed to be all about the Phil Mitchell and Wilmot Brown story and things like that. And now Phil knows that Wilmot Brown's son is sleeping with Phil's son. Then, so it's all complicated. If you don't watch it, then don't worry, you would have skipped past this bit. But you know, where's Dot Cotton? Bring her back. Bring Dot back. It's not Christmas without Dot Cotton. You know what I mean? They could bring protest. Bring back Dot Cotton. I want to make a T-shirt saying Dot Cotton, where are you? Like, where's Wally? Where's Dot Cotton? That's my copyright. That. Where's Dot Cotton? Oh dear. Should do off YouTube, shouldn't they? I reckon they should do a YouTubers Monopoly game. You know, you hit 1 million subscribers, pass go and collect £2,000. Escape jail because you can afford it. Merch. He said it was tweets to be merch, wasn't it? T-shirts. If you land on the square, you have to pay the YouTuber £1,000 for T-shirts and stuff, and you know, I reckon they should do it. You know, be a laugh, wouldn't it? You know, YouTubers Monopoly. Oh dear me! I wish someone would do that just for a joke. I tell you. Anyway, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Okay, so So this is a mad one. That wasn't planned. I just come up with that idea straight away, talking about, you know, soaps and YouTubers. Relax. Hey, welcome to the first story of this episode. This is delving into the zone of monkey news that Carl Pilkington used to do with Ricky Gervais on the podcasts, which I loved, still love. So this is monkey news, my version of monkey news. This is on a website, on the news website, the link's below. I'm not making it up, and I have read the whole story, not just the name, the title. This is based in India. The locals found that the petrol in the vehicles was vanishing. Yes, I know what you're thinking, and it's true. And they've actually got photos and evidence and proof that the monkeys have been going around drinking petrol out of vehicles and fuel. I mean, what's going on? I mean, what's happened with bananas and fruit? I mean, what is made and how can he still be alive? Because it kills, you know. People can't drink fuel, it kills them. It'd burn the insides out and stuff, wouldn't it? You know. But how long has this monkey been doing it? And is it some kind of gimmick? Or I mean, I'm looking at the website now, and photos and evidence is right there in front of me. You know. There's a picture of a monkey on a motorbike clinging on and drinking the fuel. There's another monkey. It's either been cleverly hoaxed photos, or it's true. But how can he still be alive? I just don't understand. Have to look for food to survive and stuff. But who in the right mind would? I mean, why don't they stop it doing it rather than taking photos and filming it? Why aren't they stopping it? It's obviously harmful for the monkey and awful, and not very nice for the people losing the fuel, is it? But I don't know. I suppose it wants an engage what the Indians do. I don't know. Anyway, I'll put some photos up. You would have seen them by now. And the link, as I said, is below. So check it out. Comment. Let me know if you're ready with crazy animals doing crazy things like drinking petrol, or crazy things like cats drinking milk, or dogs chasing sticks. Silly things like that don't exist. Just comment and let me know, please. Comment and let me know. Oh dear. I think I'm getting a bit too comfortable doing these videos, I think. Okay, it is 11:30 in the morning, you know. Anyway. So yeah. And I'm actually filming this the day before it goes online, rather than a week before. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I've been too busy working on my Vlogmas's ideas and stuff. So anyway, that's story one out of the way. Now the second story, let's get it, is a scientific one, and it's a bit of a strange scientific one actually. Scientists explain why life after death is impossible. So it's all to do with the atoms and the molecules and that kind of stuff. So welcome to story number 2. So this guy Sean Carroll, who's some scientist dude, and saying that the consciousness is a series of atoms in a body, atoms and electrons, which our mind has to use to exist. But once you die, the law of the universe is apparently not supposed to let this happen. It's not, because the atoms and electrons cease to operate. So that way, you cannot communicate. You cannot, you know. That's why when you die, apparently. He's a cosmologist, apparently, in California. He's saying that he's claiming that some form of consciousness persists after bodies die, but then once the atoms die and that kind of stuff die, then that's it, zero, nothing. So that's why life cannot carry on when you die. See, apart from, well, your life doesn't exist, but everyone else does, kind of thing. You know what I mean? I'm getting into a weird parallel kind of weird scientific. I'm not scientifically minded, but I thought it's quite interesting talking about this. These are all based on scientific. I mean, we don't know everything in the book, do we? I mean, we don't know how to travel at the speed of light, the speed of sound, the speed of that kind of stuff. The speed of sound, yeah, the speed of light. But there is a way of doing it, but the scientists haven't solved it yet, so they can't really say it can't happen. So these kind of things, they're only, I mean, well, once you were laughed at for saying the world was round, you know, and then now people were laughed at saying that if in fact it's flat. But don't get me out of that conversation. Don't get me into that conversation. Okay. So yeah, so these kind of things, that's why I'm always open-minded about these kind of things. I mean, I'm not religious, so I don't believe in any of that mumbo jumbo, but I choose not to believe, and it's my choice. But I've got no problem with people believing in what I want to believe. But that's generally, yes, it's all about the atoms, the electrons, and that kind of stuff. That's what the scientist is saying, really. That's why he thinks that life after death doesn't exist. And I've heard that the bright light is just your mind going, the atoms going, you know, just. That's why people see the white light, because it's just gone to zero. I mean, I suppose it would be nice in a way to know if it was something, if some by chance when you die something does happen and you can carry on in a different form, in a different light, in a different place. You know, would be a certain bit comforting to know, I suppose. But what happens. We all got to go one day. And I apologise now if anyone's lost anyone, bereaving anyone, and they're watching this. I do apologise. I'm only reading the news, what I think, and if this upsets anyone, I do apologise. It's not my aim. My aim is just to find these strange stories, read them, give my little view on it, that kind of thing. So I do apologise if I've upset anyone by saying these things. Well, and this third one is a bit different as well. It's mainly the title is Parents Who Use Nanny Cams Explain the Most Bizarre Things They've Seen. So yeah, you've seen these nanny cams and stuff. It's just mainly people have seen or witnessed. So I think there's, how many stories are there? There's 7, 8, there's 8. So I'll go through them one by one. I went into my son's room to get him and said, "Dad is here, don't cry." I went with him back to the room and heard my monitor say, "Here, don't cry," since my voice sounded so alien to me. I freaked out and watched in horror as a tall man grabbed my baby and walked out. It took a second to realise I was holding him and it was me in the video, but I went through 10 years of grey hair in that second. So he's actually seen himself going through and pick the kid up and walk out. But when he saw it on the monitor, it didn't look like him. It looked like some stranger. I can imagine this is freaky, because when you look at these night videos and night cams, it is weird, isn't it? I mean, it's like the CCTV in the shops. You know, you turn the lights off and you walk out and you look at it and you see this like weird shaped creature that's you in the monitor. So I can imagine it freaking out. It would freak me out as well. But what's the time delay? I mean, he got back to the room, he saw himself, so it must have been about 20 or 30 second delay on the monitor. I didn't know it had a delay like that. So that would freak me out, that would, I tell you. That would definitely freak me out. And the second one is, had it on one night and heard someone talking. It was some older lady talking about what it was like growing up in Africa. So that's weird, isn't it? I mean, yeah, So I know that they can pick up certain other things. If someone's got like radios, walkie-talkies or something like that, sometimes I've heard that it can tune into taxis and stuff like that, and things like that. So I don't know, it's weird, isn't it? So some might have gone past a mobile or something and it picked up some of the signal, I don't know. But that would freak me out pretty badly, actually. The third one is, once caught the babysitter taking the baby's blanket, putting it around her neck like a small cape and flying around the room with it on. Keep in mind that the baby could only see it out of the crib and was not present for the show. So this babysitter put a cape and said, oh dear me. How embarrassing is that? Imagine that you're a babysitter and then you're suddenly told by the people you're babysitting for to, why are you going around with a cape on? Oh, was it some kind of Superman kind of thing or something, How old was the babysitter? That's what I want to know. Doing that. The fourth one. There was a small hair or thread on the camera lens of the monitor, and it looked like something moving under our son's blanket. Very creepy. Oh God, yeah, that will creepy. That was quite creepy, actually, isn't it? It shows how your mind can perceive that kind of stuff in night time. How your mind can, because wherever you look, if there's anything with a face, it looks like a face, your mind just suddenly images of the face. You look at patterns on the wall, and sometimes you look at it, you see a face. There's no face there, but your mind just pinpoints some kind of patterns. So you can imagine, that would be freaky, wouldn't it? This is the fifth one. My old roommate has 2 kids of his own. The older kid, 3, deactivates the baby monitor cam when he and his sister went to do something they'll get in trouble for. Kid even waves bye to the camera before pulling the plug. That's cheeky, innit? I would move the baby cam. Disguise it as something else. So here you got the kids knowing that there's a cam there, deliberately unplug it and do silly things. That defeats the purpose of having a baby in a nanny cam, doesn't it? I don't know. This is story number 6. My niece would often talk and wave randomly to nothing. Nobody thought it was odd until one day she was having a nap and we heard singing over the monitor. We thought it was probably picking up a radio signal, but we went to check on her. As we got closer, the lullaby got louder and it gave us the creeps. The sound stopped as soon as we opened the door. The video was interrupted once we walked in and went out of focus. Oh, it's just weird. It's weird, isn't it? I mean, that's like paranormal activity. I was thinking, these paranormal activity things, the spirits, whatever it is, do they understand technology? I mean, are we getting to the point where we can actually capture these things because they wouldn't know how technology works? So would it get to the technology point where we can actually capture physical evidence of the paranormal? And come off it. I mean, we can do anything these days with technology, can't we? I mean, imagine the first person to come up with evidence. You wouldn't believe them, would you? You'll think it's some kind of Hollywood effect. So I wonder how many people have actually captured real things but been faked off thinking it's fake and stuff. You know what I mean? What are your views on that? I mean, I would love to see a real evidence that everyone is calling fake, but it's true, real. I would love to see it and judge it for myself. Then again, I would love to spend a night in a haunted house. If you've got a haunted house, and I'd love to spend the night there. Yeah. Story number 7. One of my co-workers used a nanny cam for all 3 of the babies, but on baby number 3, the older 2 found out about it and started doing things like dancing or jumping around or making funny faces in front of it, or doing things like lining up the toys to face the camera. That's what I would do. I've done that before now in the CCTVs out in the shops. I put that thing staring at the CCTV. I just find it It's mad. It's madness. I know there's good jokes and silly jokes, but that's just, I don't know. It's just random, innit? I was used to doing strange stuff like that with CCTV, just put things there just to amuse the people watching the CCTV, you know. Story number 8, this is it. The babysitter would sniff the kids' underwear after changing them. Ew. Oh, I don't know about that. Ew. Yeah. Oof. Dear me, they've got some fetish or something, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's the 8 of them claims. Have you got a nanny cam? Have you got a baby cam or something? Any strange stories you can think of? Have you ever faked anything on camera just to make it look like a spiritual ghost or anything like that? So that's the 3 stories, and that's, the most strange and bizarre things I found in the past few days. So the final part of the usual movie review. These movies have been out for a while now, but a series of 4 films, and it's the Hunger Games trilogy. Well, I remember when the first one came out, I watched it thinking, it was okay, but it seemed to be missing something. It's good, but there was lots of and good and bad, and strange. I think to me it was just a strange film. It was that tricky to get into. I had to watch it a few times to actually understand it, but then once all the films come out, then you can understand it. The second film to me was impressive because it involved more effects and the same kind of story, but it was more understandable after watching the first one. You knew what to expect in the second one, even though it was still halfway through the film before the action started, but there's a story build up in the characters. The 3 and 4, the Mockingjay Part 1 and 2, together brilliant, but on their own, when the first one came out, knowing you had to wait another year for Part 2, the first one felt lost really. I kept saying to people, wait for the 4th one to come out, the last one, and then it'll all fit like a jigsaw puzzle. But it was just waiting for that 4th one to come out. But yeah, and then when the 4th one came out, it was good. It wasn't a disappointment, it was good, and it made the 3rd one, 3 and 4 together, brilliant film. But the whole concept and idea, I think was genius, was very good. I've listened to the audio books, and of course there's lots in the book that aren't in the film, which is obvious because it's a film. I don't generally judge books and films together because you can understand that they have to edit and take good bits out to make a film. Otherwise this film about 11 hours long, that's just one book. So I don't judge it like that. Of course the books are always going to be better than the films, but just one of them things, isn't it? I'd rather watch a film. Audio books are good. But yeah, all 4, because I've got all 4 on Blu-ray, and the extras are good, they go into depth, behind the scenes. I think they're really good films altogether. I watched the first and second one yesterday, and I watched the other 2 today, and I've seen them that many times, but I was aware about watching them again, but I watched the first one thinking, this is a good film now. After you watched all of them, the first one again, it gives it a bit of freshness because you're thinking, yes, I can understand the concept of the story. So you can watch it again, taking time to watch it and looking at the scenes and the cast and the characters, and even though you know the fate from the destination and where they're going, it's nice because it made the film more watchable, more watchable. So no, 7 out of 10 for the Hunger Games trilogy, 4 films. I know it's not a new film, but there you go. I still like to give my honest opinions on films from the past, present and future. Yeah, well, we're on Star Wars Episode 8, that's what I say. So that is it for this, I was going to say Vlogmas then. TPK show, Episode 6. So until next week, you've got the subscribe, like, share, notification. Take it easy.